Welcome back, my friends, and we're back for another little chat, and we're going to continue the looks at 10cc's albums. And for our next look and have a look at the tracks, we are going to look at the album what was made and produced after Godley and Cream had left the band, and it was just Eric and Graham. And this is it. The album, Deceptive Bends, and there's the picture of Graham and Eric, and I think in the background is Paul Bircher, their drummer, what was their session drummer, and inside the cover, there they are in their glory. So before I start looking at the album, I'll read the tracks out first. So on side one, we got Good Morning Judge, The Things We Do for Love, Marriage Bureau, People in Love, Modern Man Blues. Side two, Honeymoon with a B Troop, I Brought the Flat Guitar Tune, You've Got a Cold, Feel the Benefit, part 1, 2 and 3. Now, here's the actual record and that, and with all the lyrics and that on it. That's side one, and there we got side two. So when if we go, it's the right way, and on Good Morning Judge was lead vocals was Eric on lead vocals, lead guitar, piano and organ, Morgan, backing vocals and slide guitar. Graham was on bass guitar, lead guitar and electric guitar, tambourine, backing vocals and 6-string bass with Paul Bircher, tambourine, war, piano and customer, and then string. Things You Do for Love was Eric on lead vocals, lead guitar, backing vocals, piano and organ. Graham was on bass, electric guitar, hard chap, backing vocals, acoustic guitar and tambourine. Paul was on drums. Oh, drums. Yeah, I meant drum. That was drums, even on the other one. Drums, tambourine, hand clapping and gong. Marriage Bureau was Graham on lead vocals, bass guitar, electric guitar, acoustic guitar and backing vocals. Eric was on electric piano, bass guitar, slide guitar, organ, lead guitar and backing vocals. And then Paul was on piano, drums, piano, stool, coconuts and triangle. People in Love was Eric on lead, slide guitar, piano, lead guitar, and Graham was on bass, acoustic, electric guitar and harmonics and vocals. Paul was on drums, tambourine, bell, tree, roller tom, whatever that is, and D. Newman arranged the accompaniment of strings. Modern Man was Graham on lead vocals, bass, electric guitar, something I can't pronounce, organ, backing vocals, echo bass, 6-string bass, and then you got Eric on lead vocals, lead guitar, piano, slide guitar, and backing vocals with Paul on drums and Tom Spenner on organ or OBOE, whatever that is. and this was made in 1976-77. It was reproduced in 2022 because this is a reproduced copy of it. And then on side 2 you had, let me read who did what. Honeymoon Troop was lead guitar, by Graham was on lead guitar, bass guitar, electric guitar, tambourine, backing vocals. Eric was on lead guitar, electric piano, organ and backing vocals, with Paul on drums and wood blocks, and the common and violin. Next, I brought a flat guitar tune. Eric was on lead vocals, lead guitar, whistle. Graham was on bass guitar, acoustic guitar. Paul was on drums, and Tony Spatter on piano. You've Got a Cold was Eric on lead guitar, piano, backing vocals, and man, I can't pronounce that. Graham was on bass, fuzz bass, electric guitar, backing vocals. Paul was on drums, and go bells, whatever them are. And Janet Rose was on electric piano and organ. Feeling the Benefit Part 1 and 2 and 3 was Eric on lead guitar, lead vocals, lead guitar, piano, electric guitar, Morgan, backing vocals, electric guitar, something else what I can't pronounce. Graham was on lead vocals as well, lead guitar, bass guitar, acoustic guitar, 12-string guitar, backing vocals and electric guitar. Paul was on drums, tambourine, cocas, and Denny Newson on arrangements of accordion, the strings and bass. So it was recorded at the Strawberry Studios Recorded Studios South, produced and written by Eric Stewart and Graham Goldman, engineered, mix and final reducement by Eric Stewart, arrangements by Tom Slater, mastered by Marvin Abert, I think. All instruments played by Paul Birchers, Graham Goldman, and Eric Stewart, except where intended. All titles published by EMI Publish Limited. Denny Newman arranged and controlled the strings and bass on People in Love and Feeling the Benefit. Thanks to all at those whole studios. Special thanks to Fred Corbett, John Timms, and Charlie Pace, the slave and design slave graphics by Colin Firth, pictures retouched by Richard Manning, photos of the graphics were delivered by Harlan something, and this is like the graphics and that on the back. And this is my little look at this album. What was the first album made after Lou Cream and Kevin Godley had left the band to do their own project, and Eric Stewart and Graham Goldman continued as 10cc with their session drummer Paul Birchers, who was inducted with the band later, and this was their first album. They had they brought out 3 singles out on this: "Good Morning Judge," "The Things We Do for Love," and "People in Love." And this was a very successful record, and it was successful, even though it was after the split of Lou and Cream, Godley and Cream had left and that. And I think people thought that it wouldn't carry on without him, but with Eric and Graham, they successfully brought this out and carried on 10cc. And this is the next one in the saga of 10cc, looking at their albums and working out how they sound. The quality and the sound was really good. The songs all fitted together. There was very, very nice songs and that. Even the videos, what they did for the Good Morning Judge and that. It's a very good crafted album and that, considering it was only Graham and Eric who was the main people involved on it at the time, with Paul Burchard as their drummer, who was being their session drummer in the early days with the rest of them, because when they was working on other albums. But this is my look at Dwceptive Bends, and I have listened to it. I have listened to it today, so I can tell you it's a really good album. And if you haven't heard it, go and have a look at it. And if you haven't heard any of 10cc's music, I would say, as I've been going along, looking at the different albums and that, and giving him my choice and telling you the songs and the albums, that go and have a listen to them. We will carry on looking at other albums by 10cc, continue the adventure into their history and that. And for now, I'll say a fond farewell, and I hope you enjoyed this little section about 10cc's Dwceptive Bends. And if you're new, welcome. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, you are much welcome to join us and my little family. And for now, I'll say a fond farewell for my friends, my loved ones, and take care of your friends, loved ones and colleagues. And I'll say a fond farewell for now, and catch you on the flip side for more interesting things. So I wish you a farewell for now.